what it is, yo. What's up?
T.A.G.
Yeah, that's tag shit.
Free fall as I die through the kaleidoscope in my mind. No rope up to climb. Gotta remind myself that I'm fine. Mama, I don't really want.
It's your boy Scoop King to give you that scoops. What it is, y'all? It's your boy Left Scooter Lou here. Shout outs to the other tag brethren, Juggs, Lip Dizzle, current champ, Jaeger Bombastic. But your boy Scoot here is bringing you them quick reviews of last Friday's SmackDown, Rampage, Monday, the Go Home show of Raw, Tuesday, the Go Home show of NXT, and a Dynamite that was explosive. Start off with a quick rundown of SmackDown. Ray and Dominic was official. Ray had, the family there, his sister Aaliyah, mom. I forgot mom's name. They was in the audience. Dominic came out, Angie. Dominic came out there disrespecting mom. Ray got tired. Blow, bust him in the mouth and said, you know what? You want your match at WrestleMania done? You can have your match at WrestleMania done. It's officially official. It's booked. Ray, Dominic, booked. Ronda Rousey, Shotzi and Natalya qualified for the women's showcase match. They beat Xia Li and Lacey Evans. And from that, Ronda and Shayna came out there and was like, we in it. So Ronda and Shayna in the women's showcase tag team match. Drew, Sheamus, and Gunther had like the little contract signing face off. Things got heated, led to a brawl, led to Gunther versus Butch. Gunther got that dub. Fights. Just fights. Zayn and Owens, there was a special KO show. Zayn debuted his new KO Mania shirt, but he was like, the problem is, though, the KO Mania is on the back. You should take a look at what's on the front, Sami Zayn. WrestleZania. It's official. WrestleZania on the front, KO Mania on the back. And then the Usos came out there and proceeded to jump them boys down. Usos ran down on KO and Zayn. They was like, we don't care about all that, fam. We running y'all this fade. See y'all next week. That was basically the highs and lows of SmackDown last Friday. AEW Rampage. Hobbs took on Penta for the TNT title. Come on. He added Penta's name to the book of Hobbs because Hobbs wasn't about to lose that title. Starks and Juice had little interaction, and Juice was like, if you want to fight Rock hard, Juice Robinson, we're going to do it in a city that rock hard prefers, and that's Long Island. So, incoming match alert. Jake Hager, Brody King, beef it, boy, bro. Come on now. Brody had to get his dub back for after what he lost to Daniel Garcia. Brody had to get his dub back. Like the Ying Yang twins. Bro, give me my dub back. I ain't trying to get the video banned. Give me my dub back. Go tell your friends. Taya Valkyrie took on Layla Gray. Layla was supposed to serve Taya the cease and desist because Taya uses her role to Valhalla, which is a carbon copy of Jade's Jaded. And Jade is like, I don't appreciate that. Mark Serlin sent her a cease and desist. Layla was like, I'll give her the cease and desist. She didn't get the cease and desist. The Acclaimed took on the Kingdom. I'm not trying to get the money. Oh, we're not monetized yet. I ain't trying to get the video removed and the channel deleted, but took on the Kingdom. Everybody loves the Acclaim. Of course, the Acclaim got the dub, big dubs, fat dubs. That was Rampage, Friday night. Now we going to WWE Raw, aka the Go Home show. Miz TV opens up with Becky, Lita, and Trish talking. They talk. Damage Control comes out. They start barking and talking at each other, and it leads to Becky versus Io. Did Becky actually? I don't remember how that match ended. Did it end in just everybody brawling? I want to say. I don't remember how that match ended. So yeah. And throughout the night, there was different promos. Oscar had one, Belair had one. It was just different promos. Like I said, it's the Go Home show. Rollins and Ali had a little interaction in the background, which led to their match. Rollins, there was one part in the match where Ali was in a tree of woe. Rollins stomped that man in the tree of woe. Then after he recovers from the tree of woe stomp, he got stomped out again for real, and boom, Rollins with the death. I cannot wait to WrestleMania to hear everybody, whoa, whoa. I'm gonna be with, I ain't gonna be at WrestleMania, but I'm gonna be in my living room. Whoa, whoa. Burn it down. Burn it down. Then they had the weigh-in between Brock, Omos. Omos came out there first. He weighed in. Brock came out there. He was like, damn the weigh-in, let's fight. It didn't work. Omos' bigness overpowered Brock's thickness again, and we'll see what happens. We will see if Brock will finally be able to take Omos to Suplex City and hit that boy with that F5. Street Profits, Strowman and Ricochet in an 8-man tag versus the Alpha Raiders, Alpha Academy, and the Viking Raiders. The Profits, Strowman and Ricochet gets the dub. You know, it was before their Fatal 4-Way showcase match. They just wanted to have an 8-man tag. And the Profits and Ricochet and Strowman gets that bat dub, that Jameis Winston dub. Let me stop. Chelsea Green, Sonya Deville versus Mia Yim and Candice LeRae. The winner is the final team for the WrestleMania showcase. Chelsea Green, Sonya Deville gets the dub. They're the 4th team. Damian Priest took on Ray Ray. Mid-match. Why my mind drawing blanks? Mid-match. Dominic starts beating up on Ray, and he's beating Ray's ass. Then cuts a promo saying, you know, he wish Eddie would have been his real father and all this other stuff. And it was like, dang, you beat down your father, then cut a promo like that? Dang, dog. Take it easy. Like Adele say on Ray. Main event, Cody Rhodes, Solo Sikoa. Cody gets that fat dub. They let Solo be strong in this match. Granted, you kind of knew Cody, of course, was gonna get the dub, but they let Solo let the people know that he's gonna be a force to reckon with down the line. So that was the Go Home show. Like I said, you know, Austin Theory had promos. There was promos of different people like Oscar, Bianca, Edge, Finn, like just promos and everything. You know, getting whetting your appetite. You know, whetting your appetite for WrestleMania Saturday and Sunday. So that was the Go Home show of Raw. Next up, we had the Go Home show of NXT for Stand and Deliver, and the show opens up with the Battle Royal. And the Battle Royal was determined who was going to be the final entrance to the Fatal 5-Way for Wesley's North American title. A lot of people was in it. Ultimately, Axiom won it. Sorry, Axiom. I said his name correctly. Axiom gets the dub, which I don't know why they made him go through so many hoops. It makes me feel like he's the one be the one to walk out as champ. They made him go through so much hoops to be added to this match. But Axiom gets it. Tyler Bate, who's not fully in the Chase U, but he's aligned with Chase U, goes against Von Wagner. Von Wagner and Mr. Stone kind of have this weird relationship at the moment. But Bate gets the dub. After that, Schism posted a video of basically them taking over, or what it would look like when they take over Chase U, because Saturday, all the Schism, Ava, Joe, Jagger, and Rip versus Thea, Andre, Chase, Duke Hudson, and Tyler Bate. And the school is on the line. Roxanne Perez, she comes out, she shows up, she goes to Sean, and she's like, Sean, I heard there's a ladder match for my women's championship. Okay, she didn't sound like a pirate, but there's a title match for my women's championship. The doctors say I'm good. Sean was like, look, I'm going to let you get a couple of matches in first, get your feet wet, and then you will be the first defense. Roxanne was like, nah, fam, I'm dealing with anxiety. I'm dealing with all this. Let me fight my demons, Sean. Let me do this, Sean. Let me defend my title, Sean. You ain't let nothing get in your way, Sean. So why should things get in my way, Sean? I wants to defend my championship in this ladder match, Sean. Sean say, you go run all these tests, Roxanne, and you better be good, Roxanne, because if you ain't good, Roxanne, I'm going to be pissed, Roxanne. And Roxanne was like, I got you, Sean. You won't regret this, Sean. So, officially, Roxanne gets to defend her title in that women's ladder match. Please do not do a drinking game on how much times I said Roxanne and Sean, because you will be drunk. Roxanne, and Sean. Next up, Valentina Feroz versus Elektra Lopez. Elektra's trying to get her dub back. You know what I'm saying? Valentina clocked up with some nuts last time. So Elektra got her dub back. Eddie Thorpe, NXT newest superstar, debuted against somebody once told me, and Eddie Thorpe won. Interesting to see his character and what he's going to do in the future. Like, I could see him in the North American title picture at some point. It was interesting to see where they go with his character and everything. We had a triple threat last chance to determine who's going to be the sixth woman in the women's ladder match. Ivy Now, Soul Ruka, Indy Hartwell. You just love to see it and hate it at the same time. Niall had Indy in her submission. She stumbled too close, which let Soul Ruka hit the Soul Snatcher. Indy threw Soul out the ring, pins Ivy 1, 2, 3. Indy is now added to the ladder match. I just totally drew a blank of what I was about to say next. Hank Walker versus Drew Gulak. You know, Gulak kind of betrayed Walker, and Hank was like, I don't appreciate that, man. So they had a match. Gulak gets the dub. Throughout the night, Pretty Deadly, who are the host of Stand and Deliver, they was having these little segments. And earlier there was a segment between Fallon and Kiana where Fallon was like, you need to tell Brooks the truth. And when she was going to tell Brooks the truth backstage, she was like, hey, I'll pull some strings. You and Briggs take on Tony D and Stacks. And if y'all win, y'all get added to the match. It'll make it a fatal four-way. And Kiana was like, but they go out there. Unfortunately, they didn't come up with the dub. And then Fallon was like, Kiana, tell Brooks the truth. and she lays a kiss on that boy. And if I remember, that's supposed to be his first kiss. Good on you, Brooks. Waller comes out there because he told Johnny that he would sign the contract if he was in attendance. So he was going to sign the contract. You know, Waller got to be all extra. And then Johnny was pretending to be a cameraman. They had a brawl, blah, 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 blah. It's official. They're going to have an unsanctioned match at Stand and Deliver. And once again, the Go Home show, you know, let you get ready because, you know, Stand and Deliver, I think it's like noon, 11, noon on Saturday. So don't forget, it's early. It's the early show. So it just whet that appetite. It's the Go Home show. I think Stand and Deliver will deliver, personally speaking. I'm just saying. And let's get to it because last night or 2 nights ago, whenever this comes out, y'all watch it. AEW Dynamite. It went that. Hey, yo, they got the BCC running wild, running rampant, causing all kind of havocs and shenanigans. And the beauty, it's only 3. It's only 3. ROH champion Claudio Castagnoli, ROH pure champion Wheeler Yuta, and the purveyor of violence, Mr. John Moxley. They have been just running roughshod all over AEW. The Elite, not safe. Hangman, not safe. Dark Order, not safe. And when I get to it, Dalton Castle and the boys, not safe. But the show opens up with Jungle Man Jack Perry versus Matt Hardy. Jungle Man gets the dub. MJF comes out and was like, I don't appreciate the way things went down at my Rebar Mitzvah. They was having bars towards each other, and they got into a scuffle. They got into a little mini scuffle. Interesting because he didn't interact with Darby last week, but he did interact with Jungle Boy. So interesting. I want to know how this is going to play out. Is it going to play out as a fatal 4-way, the 4 pillars fatal 4-way, or is it going to lead to a 1-on-1? It's going to be interesting to see how this plays out when the inevitable title defense happened in Double or Nothing, because it's not all out. Double or Nothing. Like I said, Dalton Castle and the boys suffered at the wrath of the BCC. I don't even remember how long this match lasted. I don't think it lasted too long. All I know is Cardio's kicking ass. Match over. BCC. The boys been running roughshod. Then Hangman is backstage because I can't stand him. Don Callis is telling Omega, I'm gonna go try to apologize to Hangman, blah blah blah. He goes to Hangman, tries to shake his hand, apologize. BCC beats down Hangman. Beat down Hangman, and then they punch Callis. Now, I do want to put aside my fictional beef with Don Callis and wish him a speedy recovery because per the hit, he hit a lighting rig behind him and bust his head open. And apparently the cut was so deep you can see skull. So he stitched up. He's nice. He said he's not concussed. So I do wish Don Callis a speedy recovery. Like, regardless of how I feel, I never want a person to get injured or anything. So Don Callis, wish for a speedy recovery, good sir. But yes, BCC running rampant. Then we get Jeff Cobb versus Kenny Omega for the IWGP United States Championship. Cobb is like, Kenny O, you've been ducking me, fam. I want that belt, fam. Cobb gets his chance. Unfortunately, he came up short. Once the match was over with, you know who came out? The BCC. Claudio, Wheeler, Moxley. Omega sitting there like, what I'm gonna do? It's a 3-on-1. Then you know who music happens to hit? The American Dragon, Bryan Danielson. He comes out, tries to save the day. He's like, yo, this ain't our way. What are we doing? Kenny O picks him up. Kenny O walks away a little bit, turns around. Busaiku knee! Then he proceeds to put the label lock on Kenny O. While Kenny O is still getting stomped at, security comes out. Danielson got the nose, so Kenny O can't breathe, and he's like, so now we're adding the American Dragon to the violence. So now we're going to have 4 men running wild on the AEW locker room. Ooh. Do-do-do, do-do. Ooh. It's going to stop these 4 men. Maybe an elite group can stop them. Maybe a hangman along with an elite group can stop them. Just maybe. Just maybe. AEW International Championship, Orange Cassidy defends against the Butcher. Of course, you know, he had the Blade out there with him. Ultimately, all in all, even with all the shenanigans, Orange Cassidy retains. Then we get Willow Nightingale versus Ruby Soho. Willow is like, Ruby, what is you doing? What is you doing? They have a match. Ultimately, Ruby shenanigans. She gets the dub. They beat down Willow a little bit. Riho comes out. Riho's not enough. Jamie Hayter comes out. Help clears it. Next week, it was announced that Riho is taking on Jamie Hayter for the AEW Women's Championship. Also next week, because it is in New York, like I mentioned earlier, we'll get Ricky Starks versus Juice Robinson. The AEW Tag Team Championships, I want to say, is next week. The Guns, FTR, and remember, if FTR loses, they go bye-bye. And we have the main event. We have the Red Death, JAS's own Daniel Garcia taking on the returning Adam Cole, baby. And he's ready to drop the boom. It's good to see Cole back. And then the realization that he was out 9 months. 9 months. Wow. Them concussions. It was back-to-back concussions in 3 weeks. Bad concussions. 9 months. And he's back. Ultimately, Cole gets the dub. Britt comes out, helps him celebrate. You know, they had confetti and things like that. And interesting enough, Jericho comes out to get Daniel Garcia, and a couple of times he looks back. So I guess we might have Jericho and Adam Cole at some point. Now, I don't want it to be Adam Cole got to fight off the whole damn JAS. If you're going to just keep it Jericho and Cole, just keep it Jericho and Cole. Please. Then, of course, we had the first episode of AEW All Access. Not a bad show. The show kind of takes place. It was roughly around the fallout of the brawlout with CM Punk and the Elite. It was chronologizing the fact that Adam Cole was trying his best to come back for Full Gear. He was trying his best to come back for actually he was just trying his best to come back, and it was like you had major concussions, fam. Just like Doc Samson was like, I don't know. And, you know, they was chronologizing the whole issue with the women's championship, the fact that Thunder Rosa was still considered champ, while Toni Storm was still considered interim. What else they discussed? Sammy Guevara, Ty Mello, they was discussed. The Young Bucks and all of that situation. But yeah, seems like a very interesting show. I can see me watching it, especially coming off of watching AEW. I mean, it's gonna roll right into it, so why not? But yeah, that was essentially wrestling from Friday to Wednesday. Um, per time pending, I will most likely give a review on Friday for at least Rampage and SmackDown, since that's the go home show of WrestleMania. And then, of course, Stand and Deliver gonna get reviews. WrestleMania as a whole is gonna get reviews. A predictions championship is on the line. You know, apparently the word destiny is on the line. We have the reigning and defending Jaeger Bombastic against myself, Juggs, and Lip Dizzle. And apparently destiny is on the line as well. So we will see who will fulfill destiny when it's all said and done with. But thank y'all for tuning in. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Comment below. Let us know what you thought of all the shows leading into WrestleMania. Let us know what you thought about Dynamite. All of the above. Until next time, good people. Your boy Scooter Lou is tagging the out. Peace.